Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co hosts, LA and Darren, and this is episode 89 of the Purple Pill Podcast.
Yeesh.
I know, right?
Yeah.
How y'all been? I feel like I haven't talked to y'all guys in a century.
It's been a minute. It's been warm for once. Imagine that, warm in October.
Who would have thought?
I had a
Would've
great
thought-
weekend. I tried to grill out this weekend too, get rid of some of these burgers.
How did that go?
It didn't work out. Ended up going to Trev's.
Which is we still gotta get Trevor on the podcast. At this point, we might as well just do episode 100.
At this point,
I
you
think
gonna
it's
make
suspect.
Big Dog wait 3 years?
That would be over 3 years, wouldn't it?
No, that would be two.
2 years? Here we go.
52 plus 52?
2 years.
Okay, we'll figure
Um,
it out.
You should do it first 30th.
that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
What day is this 30th?
Should we say? I don't think we should say.
Don't say it out loud, but I just want to see, like, is it a
It's-
Monday?
Nah,
If
it's
not, he's a Sunday.
Nah, it's on the Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure it's the 18th, isn't it?
Nah, you far off.
All right, we'll see.
We talking about Trevor?
Yeah.
It's on a Wednesday. So
Let me
try to
check
get him-
my phone.
I'm gonna try to get him on that Monday's episode.
Let me check my phone. I don't believe you. I'm real good with birthdays.
You want to put money on it?
Hold on, let me check.
You want to put money on it? No, don't check.
I've
Put money on
already
it.
checked it. I've already checked. I don't have it in my phone.
I hope he hears this episode immediately.
I hope he
Type-
does,
They
but
put
I'm
us in the
pretty
group
sure-
chat.
I'm pretty sure I know.
It's not the 18th. His birthday will be on a Wednesday. I can tell you that.
All right, that's fine.
All
What
right.
you got, Rob? What's going on?
So the first video we're not going to be able to show to the people, but I am going to play it for you guys, and we are going to react to it. I want to get
To
your
the people.
reaction to it and tell me what you think. The video is going to be in the description down below, so you guys can watch it with us. No, we'll watch the whole thing. It's pretty short. They won't be able to hear us either because they can't hear the audio. Yeah.
Pause. What was he and what did he just say?
The Spider Divas.
What was he?
LSD.
What? LSD.
LSD.
Oh my god.
That's that
Oh my.
tab, baby.
Didn't you see how we just looked over and he was like, "What? What?"
Don't look,
Paranoid,
never look.
paranoid as shit. Wait a minute. So what was the black thing? The black thing. One more time.
Opium.
Gotcha. I'm ready. All
That's
right.
funny.
College humor did they thing with that one. That is hilarious. That was funny. That was funny.
So for people listening, that skit was called "The Roast of Weed" by College Humor. So what'd you guys think of
Wow.
that?
And it was very entertaining. Like
Very?
the end.
You said you like what?
I liked the end.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it personally.
Yeah.
There wasn't a part of it that I was expecting. I guess besides anything that, yeah, I did. Never mind. I
I
wasn't expecting
liked
any.
I thought it was very funny when because they brought in all the different drugs or whatever, but like how the jokes were specifically towards like the negativities of each drug. Like they'd be like, shrooms is here, at least kind of, or like Adderall's the only drug that makes you stay awake to have zero fun. Like when I was in college and I needed to stay awake and they thought I had ADD, man, I was in there focused, getting nothing done. Oh man,
Uh,
it's funny
it
though. It's definitely
it
funny.
is. It truly is. It truly is. That is some funny shit.
The spider demons had me spooked.
That's what I was like. I was like, what did he just say?
Straight from your uncle's denim jacket.
He said, when did you get out of jail? I was like,
I bet he's so cool. He lent me $500.
yeah, man.
I'm about
I
to
was
start
like,
telling people that.
I was like, what is he talking about? Ooh, are you wearing a wire?
Ooh,
I think in real talk though, I think the cigarette had the funniest jokes though.
it
I
was
will say that.
the most in the middle of the line.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if anything, we learned just do cigarettes if you have to do drugs.
Or drink beer?
absolutely not.
Don't drink beer because you get fucked up.
But essentially, what they said is if you smoke cigarettes or you do what was the other thing they let go? Opium,
Ambien,
Ambien.
Ambien, I think it
You'll
is.
make it home safe. You'll make it home
Uh,
safe.
the beer guy, the drinking beer guy didn't. He killed the
Nah, I
cops.
didn't say him. I said
They let him go home
cigarettes.
though.
Yeah, yeah. And they didn't live to really repeat it. So, all right, yeah. No, no, yeah. All right.
All right. So our next video is about Lil Yachty. He dropped a new song called "Taking the Walk to Poland," and this guy explains why Lil Yachty is a musical genius.
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna mute the sound on this one because of the song.
Let's see. See if he's
Poland. Yachty employs what's called word painting, where the melody resembles the word being sung, as he stretches out walk to signify the long length of his walk to Poland. The autotune on his voice also wobbles back and forth, as if to signify his long walk is wobbly from the walk. But things get really good. That super long note is dissonant with the chord it's sung over, but ultimately resolves up to a consonant note when Yachty completes the word. In music theory, this is what's called an appoggiatura. And do you know what appoggiatura translates to from Italian? To lean, because it leans into the correct note. Yachty's note about lean is quite literally a leaning note. Hidden in Lil Poland.
So is
I
Little
don't
Yachty
know
a
about
musical
all that.
genius?
I don't know about all that. I feel like they was just hitting the fucking auto-tune, man. But good that someone had a job or someone had enough time to sit there and make a video about it. That means the man's got fans. He's doing a great job. He's doing a
Darren,
great
as our
job.
rapper on the podcast, what do you think? Is Little Yachty a musical genius?
He paid. I'll give him that.
I've never heard the song. It sounds dope
Yeah.
from what I just heard.
I was about to say I've never heard the song.
It's horrible. It's one of the worst
Is it?
songs I ever heard in my life.
Oh,
Come on, Rob.
No, it's bad. And
maybe.
and I'm putting that on a tier of Little Yachty, of all his songs. It's bad. It's probably the worst song he's ever made.
Well, do you listen to him? Is he?
Yes, I do listen to Yachty.
You have Little Yachty songs that you enjoy,
Yes.
About the name.
but this is the song that you just is not it.
It's not it. It's just not it. This
Because
feels like a
without-
TikTok song. Like you made this for TikTok.
Well, that makes sense then.
It's on TikTok right now, isn't it?
I mean, you got to understand if the man made it for for people to use on all those TikTok videos to get him 1 billion views. That's what he did it for, right? He didn't
That's
make it.
it. He paid. Like if he's a genius for getting paid, I'm not mad at it. Like that's what.
But
you
I'm so
expect.
asking, is he a genius for how he used his words to mean different things, but be
Do
the
we
same
actually
thing?
think he did that?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't believe it, but if he did, that's ingenious. He took it layers under. It won't be appreciated until people like this see it, I guess. But
I
it's
don't know
crazy.
what walk translates to.
So-
WOCK. I don't know
So
what that is.
walk is what lean is in Poland.
Almost. So they have, from what I've been told, they used to have what they consider lean used to be called activists. It used to be created and marketed as activists. And then that company went out of business because of lean and how people abused it, blah, 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 blah. So the new company that is creating the same active ingredient that was an activist is marketing it as Waukesha, or the company's name is Waukesha or something like that. So now they call it walk instead of, they used to say I'm drinking on activists or act, but now it's walk because it has the same ingredients. Huh?
So those promethazine, codeine. So
Promethazine, codeine, activists, all that shit. It's all the same shit.
Oh,
In the most general of terms, it's all the same shit.
okay.
It's the shit they put in the cup with the ice and the Jolly Ranchers and
And the Sprite.
the Sprite.
So y'all saying Lil Yachty did not go in depth with this part?
I don't
don't
think
know.
so.
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about that man.
I don't put it past him. I don't put it past
can't
him. I
even
think it's
lie.
possible.
That'd be dope. I mean, in all honesty, like if he's, I'm not saying he's not, but if he truly is going that far within his craft to explain or actuate the meaning behind the auto tune going up and down like that, that's beautiful. Like stick to your art, keep doing what you do, keep getting paid.
No,
Alright.
definitely.
Yeah. QC doing something over there.
All right. So our next video is Malcolm Jenkins mic'd up. So let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
This is just a little lightheartedness for the podcast. You know, I like to joke. I like to laugh. See if you laugh at this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, I'm mic'd up. Oh, okay. Did you get that rash cleared up? The one that you were asking me about, like the topical ointment, the one right next to your.
This is me. I swear to God, I'd be fucking around with these people like this.
Yeah, that shit is funny. That is funny.
Would you laugh if you were him, or would you be upset?
I would just die laughing. What do you mean? There's no other way you could. There's no other way. There's no other reaction that you could
I
possibly
thought
have.
that was hilarious. So to keep the trend moving with the lightheartedness, I thought this was ingenious, and I need to open a liquor store so I can do this.
This man is a straight up genius.
Ready to receive our underage customers. And within minutes, they began to arrive.
What?
That's real? Yeah. You need to go grab some.
I mean, I guess so.
There you go. Oh, look at that. 40 ounce. You're gonna stop it, don't you? So you own this now. It's pretty sweet. And for us, you get a claim check, so you're allowed to come back and claim it when you're 21.
Yeah, but oh, I'm trying to say.
With no refunds allowed, and no other option, claim check, allowing them to own alcohol as the consequence of consuming. Some teams wouldn't be satisfied leaving empty-handed. I had a corner of the deal store converted to look like a cool basement, so minors could take photos with their alcohol before.
That's funny.
Yo,
Do you know who that guy is?
I have no idea who he is.
It's like Nathan something. Hold on.
I don't know how you know him, but I thought
So-
that dude was hilarious. That the video itself was hilarious.
So that guy's name is Nathan Felder. He has a show called Nathan for You, where he does a bunch of he just does a bunch of stuff. For example, one of the more famous ones he did is called Fake Starbucks. And
Okay.
no, I'm sorry, it's called Dumb Starbucks. And he made a Starbucks but put dumb in front of it and started selling people coffee. So his whole show is built around loopholes in like the business of America.
Okay.
So that's actually really funny.
That was a good one. That was a good one. No refunds above the sign too, above
Yeah.
your head that you didn't think about
But I
at all.
mean, that
That's
is top notch to me. Like, hey, you can come buy it. You can't take it with you, but you can come back in 2 years.
When
I'll get this bottle.
When it's
21?
flat.
I got you.
I mean, if I just put it up for you, it's got your tag on it. Come give me your tag, we'll get it back for you.
Hot take. When I was a kid, I thought 40 ounces of alcohol would have been crazy. As an adult, that's not a lot, is it? You think that's a lot?
I mean, if you
Depends
down
on
it, you'll be fucked up.
It depends on the alcohol, right?
A 40 ounce is a lot.
if it's just like Miller Lite or something, some regular ass beer.
I mean, you chug 40 ounces of beer and tell me how you feel.
I'm not saying chug it, but I'm saying drink it within an hour.
You drink a 40. Tell me how you feel. I'm not drinking no 40.
I do want to try a 40 one day.
You should. I definitely think you should.
My friends in college used to drink that shit.
Nah, I was never I was never
I didn't
I
drink
was never
that
that-
beer. I stopped.
that I was never that thirsty to justify a 40 ounce of shit. I could get like a Arizona iced tea and it'd be a great time. I don't need all that.
Would you drink a 40 of Arizona iced tea?
You don't need 40 of nothing
mean-
but water.
I would try.
Oh, bro, I gotta tell you guys this. So I work with this weird kid at my job. This
Oh,
this
God.
dude walked up to me. So I bring like a gallon of water in to work. He walked up to me, looked me straight in my eyes, and said, "You know, drinking a gallon of water is not good for you, right?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean? That's what doctors say you're supposed to drink at least once a day." He's like, "No, that's not good for you. If I drink 4 or 5 cups of water, I start throwing up."
He's drinking it too quickly, I'm assuming.
No, he's just retarded.
Stephen
this
A. Smith's decision.
I mean, hold on, LA. I want to confirm that you're going to tell this kid that he's stupid through this podcast, or you're just going to tell him that you got a podcast.
No,
or
no,
you
we
tell
tell him he's stupid all the time at work. But this kid, he's just weird. He also said some stupid shit like, what'd he say? When he was a kid, he was kind of poor, so he wasn't able to buy the test equipment for his fish to test the water, to make sure it's like the right levels. What is it called? HP levels. So he just drank it, and he could taste if it was the right levels or not.
All right, no.
He drank
Next
his fish
topic.
water.
You're right, LA. We should have went to the next topic. That was my fault. We should have went to the next topic. Good guy.
He drinks his fish water.
No.
This
No.
man,
There's poop in that water.
he could taste the pH levels, the
Yeah, that's what it's
alkaline
called. The
levels.
pH levels.
It's so nasty. Oh my god.
I never heard
Yeah,
no shit like that before in my
I'm
life.
taking next week off this podcast.
Yeah, bro. We can't do shit. I
I'm
can't
taking
do
a
shit.
mental health week. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
I would-
Next topic. NBA World reacts to ESPN's
No, man.
Stephen A. Smith.
You need
decision.
to tell him to go to church.
Oh God.
He needs more than church.
No, he need to go to church and they're gonna pray on him.
He needs to
He'll
go to
figure it
church.
out.
He needs to go to a mosque. He needs to go wherever Jewish people go.
Oh God.
Let him start with church, because that is. He just says off. They just say off the wall things. Just
Bro, all
just
the time,
'cause.
bro. I got to the point where I just ignore him.
Is this how they ask for help? Like, are they okay?
Nah, he's not okay. There's something wrong with him.
Like in real life, or he's just acts that way?
No, there's something wrong with him. There was last week at some point it was like 34 degrees. This man's wearing like shorts and a polo shirt and shorts to work.
Okay.
I remember when my mom said only crazy people do that shit. And I know I exactly get to see what she means.
If you're listening, sir, please ask for help more directly. It can be provided. But let's talk about Stephen A. Smith, because I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Please.
Now I'm
tell
about to
me.
pull up. I'm about to pull up to your job and just wait.
Oh, bro, you see him just doing dumb shit.
I'm gonna point him out and be like, "This the one." All right, let me put my purple suit on and bring my Bible in.
All right, where Darren go?
So Stephen A. Smith is getting his own version of the Manning cast for NBA games. So the NBA in Stephen A.'s world is what it's going to be called. It is going to debut on Wednesday. I believe it was just the Wednesday that passed, or this Wednesday. I can't remember.
It's this Wednesday coming up.
Is this Wednesday coming up with the Brooklyn Nets Milwaukee Bucks matchup? So we'll be able to see Stephen A. Smith on his new show, Stephen A's World. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. It'll be on ESPN2, and it's produced by him and Peyton Manning. So we have that to look forward to for sports.
My first
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
about this is, as Stephen A. Smith as an analyst, I know he gets a lot of criticism for his actual basketball knowledge of the actual game. So I actually want to see how he acts, how he reacts, and how he interprets the game live. I think that's going to be a great thing for the diehard fan to see how much Stephen A. really knows on a live basis. Is he just going to be saying Stephen A. shit? Like, oh, that shot was horrible, atrocious, blasphemous. He needs to go back to his mama's blank. Or is he just going to be chill as fuck on there? Because I personally don't like the Manning cast. I think it's kind of boring.
No. Well, we will see how we feel next week. Darren, thoughts, comments, concerns?
I'm excited to watch it, but I'm not excited at the same time because, like Rob said, I don't watch Peyton Manning. I just want to watch the game. I don't need to watch somebody interviewing somebody during the game or watching the game and giving me their interpretation of it. They already have commentators for that. I feel like Stephen A. I feel like they're just overworking him. And don't get me wrong, he's getting paid for this shit,
Yeah.
but this shit is like ridiculous. Like he's on your TV from like 7 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, or let's just say 8 Eastern Standard Time to now what? Whenever the games go off, the games don't go off till like 1 in the morning, bro.
Oh, he's doing both games?
I don't know. Does it say?
There's no way
Does
he's
it
doing
say it's
both
just-
games.
Does it say it's just the Eastern games?
It just says Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
It will
Does it-
debut during that game. I don't know.
It's going to start with that game. Then they're going to keep going. Usually there's 2 games on a night that hit like national TV, whether
Right.
it's TNT or ESPN. So he's more than likely going to do both.
I don't know, man. I agree with you. They do pay him a lot. I'm pretty sure he's their highest paid employee right now.
100%.
He's
More
definitely still underpaid, though. I feel like he's like the LeBron James of ESPN.
He's just always on the TV.
He's
Like,
everywhere.
always.
They send him everywhere. They send this nigga to NASCAR sometimes. And he still has an opinion somehow. He just always
He
got an
still
opinion.
has an opinion.
Like, dog, you don't watch this shit. Stop playing.
Trash. Trash.
Right, yeah. But it's
I wish I
just-
could get that good as Stephen A. Just to always have an opinion on something. That's he is really good at that.
I can't always have an opinion on some shit. I can tell you that. But when people do interview him, it is interesting because him on Breakfast Club was interesting.
Yeah.
He was really good on I Am Athlete as well.
See, well,
All
catch
right.
it out. Check it out this Wednesday. You'll see him there.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, LA.
Okay, so there was a superhero movie that they were trying to make, but this superhero movie had a twist. It was a Confederacy themed superhero. First question, would you guys go see this movie? If it
In
was made?
theaters?
Yeah, it's gonna come to theaters. AMC's and IMAX near you.
I
No.
am glad enough to say this right here, right now. I've never done this before, but this will be the only movie that I will illegally watch.
Whoa. Okay,
I've never
well,
done it before, but I promise you,
well,
this will be the only movie I will illegally watch.
there were some guys. Well, there was a guy named Theodore Beale, also known as Vox Day Online, who decided that they were going to do this. They made the theme, made the topics, all the things you need to do to make a superhero, and they decided they were going to crowdfund this movie, and they got like $1 million. And this is where the story happens. So, a trailer promoting the planned film features a female character named Rebel wearing a Confederate flag-inspired bustier while fighting a global crackdown on hate in a different kind of war. It included clips with interviews from Chuck Dixon, who worked on Batman, created Bane, all kinds of other shit like this, right? But the problem was the money for the movie just can't be found. It was thrown away. The video has been taken down in most places, and it's just gone.
Hold
They
on.
said
Let me see if I
that-
can find this trailer.
I couldn't find it when I was looking for it. I found a Vimeo link at one point, and it was dead.
So
Yeah.
the movie got made, or
Nope, movie never got made. They raised over $1 million to make the movie, and then the money just vanished.
Oh, that sounds like Black Lives Matter.
So
Ooh.
I thought that was interesting.
So, all right. So, what's brainstorm? Let's make this movie in our head. How do you think this movie is going to go? What do you think his superhero origin story is?
Her superhero origin story is she's going to be growing up. She's going to be leaving the movies, and her parents are going to be robbed and killed by a black man with a gun in Atlanta. And she's going to grow up hating black men and join the Confederacy and crush crime or something of those lines.
I mean, if you talking about Confederacy, you gotta be talking about a nigga in wartime. So you
It's a woman.
Oh, this is completely. What are we talking about? Then? That don't make any sense. Are we talking about the Confederacy? Just say that
She
she just
is a female
rebel wearing
superhero.
a Confederate flag, inspired blood, fighting a global crackdown on hate. Is this modern day?
I don't know. The movie was never. I never saw the trailer.
We can make it
Yeah.
modern day, or we can make it in the past.
She'll be
How you
the.
making this movie, Darren?
She'll be the antithesis to Captain America, I guess,
How we know it's a woman again?
because it says so.
Features female.
At least we know they're not sexist.
It's been a long day. Yeah, they're not sexist. I don't know how this will go.
What I was thinking is, she's walking down the street one day as a little girl, and she sees a black man, and she just starts screaming for help. And the black man walks up to her and is like, "Wait, why do you need help?" And he's trying to fight her help. Then when the police come, she gets him arrested, and that's how she got her powers. Her power is to scream for help when a black man no near.
Wow, that's interesting.
We're all funny as fuck, man. We're all funny as fuck. That shit is possible though. So she's a Karen? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, that's not what I was going for, but that's a good idea.
I honestly don't know what they were gonna do. I don't know.
So, real quick, if they was gonna do what Rob did, Rob's point, they would have to do it like in Kill Bill, which is right behind me. How they say they don't say her name the whole first movie, and you don't find it out until the second movie. They just cut it out the whole time. I think they would have to do that with her, and then you find out her name is Karen at the end of it.
Oh, not Karen.
That
You got to
would be-
make it Beatrice. You got to make it like a white trash name.
This movie will be all of
Tammy
4
Lynn.
minutes long because people would figure that shit out. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You fool me once, I'm not gonna fool me again.
I just don't know. I just feel like she's gonna grow. I can't do it.
So,
I can't.
everybody in the comment section, put your pitches for your racist movie.
I didn't say it
Put
was
your
racist.
pitch in down below,
Please don't do that.
and
Please don't
we'll
do
read
that.
them off
Please.
next week.
No,
Didn't say it was
fuck
racist.
we will not do that. We do not support that. That comment might get deleted. Do not say it. Rob is tripping.
In other news, the U.S. Supreme Court's Barrett declines to block Biden student loan relief. So this is great news. If you weren't aware, they are trying to block the student debt relief that Biden's pushing through. Regardless of what's happening, still fill out your debt relief form at the studentaidrelief.gov or whatever it is. Fill it out, fill it out, fill it out. Fill it out, fill it out, fill it out. I don't care what these people do, we're going to get our relief. The same people who are saying, oh, don't give them student debt relief are the same people who took out millions of dollars in PPP loans and got it relieved. Fill it out, fill it out, fill it out. We're going to get this money. And who knows, Biden might say, F you guys and give us more. Fill it out, fill it out, fill it out. That's all I got for you on that one.
Darren?
I agree with LA's biggest premise of fill it out. Because regardless, you don't know what's going to happen unless you are a person that can see into the future. I'll still tell you to fill that shit out.
If you can see in the future, hit me up in the comments because we got to talk about some shit.
We need some numbers. I need some numbers.
Don't. I said it first. You don't get him till after I get him.
I'll read the comments before you.
Last week we talked about Kanye West and his shenanigans. In between that time, which was not so long ago, he bought Parler, and in that acquisition, Parler managed to accidentally, air quotes, expose a lot of their elite members' private email and other information in that message that they sent to Kanye or sent about Kanye taking over. We can click the Fortune magazine link if you want, if we really want to dig into it, but it was just a hot, quick take. What do we think
Um,
about this?
so could you explain to people what Parlor is?
I've never used the app, but what I've read about it is a social media application that has I believe been removed from the Google and the iPhone app stores because it is viewed as not safe or very full of dangerous ideas and topics and groups is what it's been displayed to me as. I personally never used the app. It could be not as bad as they're making it seem. Anyway, Kanye bought this app because he has been censored, we'll say, on Instagram, Twitter, and etc. for his remarks about racists in the past few weeks. So he is, I guess, trying to still get his ideas out there. Or maybe this man can see in the future so far that he is now going to start a technology firm and become richer than Elon Musk. Who knows? What are your takes?
I think this is a good idea about Kanye. I think this will be a good idea to help Kanye get off his, let's call them anti-Semitic views. That's probably the only reason he's doing this.
So he can just say whatever he wants on an app and then log off and it'll be fine.
Basically.
Much.
Because nobody's going to see it. Twitter's not going to see it because none of those quote-unquote woke people on Twitter are going to have the app, right? So
I believe so. Can we Google quickly how much he bought it for?
yes, we can.
Kanye West bought Parlor for
Details are not.
you could just click like the Reuters one.
Reuters.
Yeah, click the Reuters one.
56 million.
Where you see that?
Nashville has raised 56 million to date. Said it expects the deal to closing during the fourth quarter. American Kanye has agreed to principle. Blah blah blah. Last month, the new parent company, an interview. It doesn't say a price. All it said was it raised $56 million. Kanye West bought
Look, I don't know, man, but I did watch the rest of the interview. If we going back to last week's podcast, and that was different. That was different. That was definitely a different interview. He said some wild stuff in that interview. I can definitely point out the most wildest thing I heard.
What was the wildest thing you heard?
It was definitely the George Floyd thing.
Oh yeah.
And that was like within the first 10 minutes. He said George Floyd did not die from I might have said this last week. He didn't die from being having a knee on his neck. He said more so it was fentanyl or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that one at all. That's pure ignorance. That is hype.
You said that he died from fentanyl.
So George Floyd's family, or their lawyers, their group, sued Kanye for, what did it say, 250 million?
Hell yeah, they sued his dumbass.
Or what's the word?
Like defamation or some shit.
Defamation. Yep, for
Yep.
defamation. So you think Kanye's gonna have to settle with them?
His daughter's mom sued.
And rightfully so. They're about to get a bag. You see what what's his name? Alex Jones just got sued for. He almost got sued for $1 billion.
He's a dumbass for doing that. He thinks that shit's not about to happen.
For spreading false lies like that have been proven. Yeah, they deserve every penny they get from that case.
Yeah.
He'll probably settle out of court for less. He'll probably try to settle out of court for less, but they should ramp that bitch up. Let him learn something for once, bro. If he don't learn because of other shit, take that money, like hit his pockets. That'll let him learn.
Well, that's actually something else he said in the interview. He said, first off, he said a little B, like a little billion. A little billionaire got a little B, not a big B. But But he was saying the hardest thing about having that much money is more so it's not about getting more money. It's about like holding on to the money that you got. Like figuring out how to hold on to the money.
Yeah.
Because of shit like this, then where you're going to get sued and get, you know.
Just all imagine you could have just not said any of the things you said and did anything else you wanted to at any other point in that day, and you would have been
So,
cool.
well, that's the thing. They're on Drink Champ. They drink. So you're going to get fucked up, and you got to think about that when you're a business.
Not even that, bro.
So
You could have spent $80,000 to hire a PR agent for a year. Like you would have been fine. That's way less than the $250,000 million you're about to lose. You could have been like, all right, we're gonna do Drink Champs. Like, here's my set list of questions. Let's
LA.
not deviate from this, or I'm leaving.
LA,
Like-
that's what he did say.
He did.
What?
His specifically was, if my cameraman can't keep shooting, we're leaving.
And LA, you think he will listen to a PR rep? You don't think he has PR reps, so doesn't
If
listen
you
to
got
it
$1 billion, you really don't listen to
But
many
what
people.
I'm saying though is,
Not in that way.
regardless of any of that, I'm just saying like $250 million. Let's say he had $100 million or $100 billion. Like you're about to get sued for dumb shit. You could have spent that $250 million and you could have went to Chicago and bought a apartment complex. The way you always talk about giving back to Chicago, like you can actually do other things. You could have built more Donda schools. Like
Donda.
you could have just been cool, bro. Like I hate on Kanye a lot, but I love Kanye. Why is this always happening?
Hey Darren.
Like just be cool, bro.
What on top of that, also found it interesting is it came out that he was on LeBron's show, The Shop, spewing the same rhetoric. And LeBron and Maverick Carter were like looked at each other and were like, "Nah, we ain't doing that." So they canceled the show. They canceled that whole episode.
Imagine
for
that.
hate speech.
Yeah, because he was saying anti-Semitic things. I didn't even get to that point. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Like I was telling y'all before we started the podcast, what he was saying was just so, like, I understand you're drunk because you're drinking, but it was just so scatterbrained, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, he'll say he's anti-Semitic. Then he'll say black people are Jewish, though, so I can't be anti-Semitic. Then he'll say I'm jealous of Jewish people. And then he said, what was the last one?
He's just going through a logic tree out loud. That's all.
What was it? I can't remember the last one.
LA, tell me what you think of this. This is the craziest thing I heard that whole interview. He was talking, he was like, "Oh yeah, man." He was talking about how he didn't like the Jewish people and how they were holding him back, specifically the Jewish media. And he said he was going to finish the job.
Oh, that's what it was. He said he was going to Me Too the Jewish community.
What do you think of that, LA? What do you think about Kanye finishing the job?
Like I said, he could have just chilled the fuck out, bro. First of all, he shouldn't have even been allowed on that show with alcohol. For one, for one, he shouldn't have been allowed on there because I know for a fact he claimed I don't know. Let me start over. I don't know for a fact. He claims to have suffered from some mental illness or, whatever they call it nowadays, especially bipolar disorder, depression, all these things. When you have these disorders, you go to the physicians and doctors and they prescribe you medication for these things. These medications cannot and should not, for your own safety, for your mental health, be mixed with alcohol. If he is ill and he is recovering and he is on these medications to get the synapses or whatever that's not firing right, he can't drink. And this is a pure example as to why.
It's been years since he's claimed that. That's the problem.
Well, the problem is that that shit doesn't go away. That's a lifelong journey.
But he also said that I don't think I was really.
That's what bipolar people say.
But he's off the
That's what,
medicine clearly. Like he's
if he's
clearly
off the medicine, it's even worse. He definitely
he's been
should.
off the medicine for like years. I'm pretty sure at this.
How do you know
I'm,
that?
now maybe not. But I'm pretty sure what his words was before when he was on the medicine was maybe he switched up his prescription because he said he was gaining weight. He don't look like he gained like a lot more weight since then. He looked like he lost a lot more. That's why I don't think he's on
You
the
gain
same
weight
medicine
when you're
now.
depressed. That's what happens. You eat, you shut yourself in.
But you also gain weight on certain medication as well. Like it's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to really debate. Because I agree with you with that.
I cannot name one medication that you gain weight on, but
I'm sure a viewer can
The
definitely.
Plan B.
that's not a medication, but okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't even know. I don't even know where to go from here. But anyway, the interview was wild. I will say that. But certain things he made you think about, and that's
No,
all I
I
can
don't
say. He
accept
made
that.
you think about it.
I don't think I thought I can think about that for more than 5 seconds to get to a logical conclusion. The man shouldn't be drinking and saying things like this on camera.
Here's the
That's
thing
all.
about it. Here's the thing about it. If we take it away from Kanye, right? When we talk about Jewish people,
Be careful,
Jay-Z
Darren.
has referenced the Jewish community.
Does it make
Not
it
in a
right?
not in a negative light. He said, what he said on the record? You ever wonder how Jewish people own all the property in America? This is how they did it. And then he explains like, you know, financial freedom our only hope, like going forward.
Find back in
But
neighborhood.
yeah, who else was it? Somebody else, Nick Cannon recently. I don't know if it was recent, but within I think the past 2 years said something about the Jewish community and how I don't know. I don't want to say exactly what he said because I'm not too sure, but I'm almost positive it wasn't really in a negative light as much as was he was trying to say uh to be wealthy like the Jewish people, black people need to take from what they do, essentially. Do exactly what they do. And I don't think that's anti-Semitic at all. To say y'all did such a great job, y'all actually something that we like people should look up to, that we should be doing exactly what y'all do.
So
I don't think that's anti-Semitic at all.
that's not what they called anti-Semitic. What they
Yeah,
called anti-Semitic
but
was him. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. My fault.
What they called anti-Semitic was him stating things like, Jewish people own all the money in the world. Jewish people make the money in the world go round. They're saying that's anti-Semitic because those are the same things Hitler said they used to, I don't want to say annihilate, but used to try to exterminate the Jews.
And yeah,
It's just bad rhetoric,
yeah,
and
but I'm
he's
not
not
saying,
necessarily wrong, but that's why he got canceled and called anti-Semitic.
and I'm not saying that's not anti. That's clearly an anti-Semitic statement, like to say that they own all the money in the. Well, I don't know. I don't know who owns the money. I don't know who owns money, but I think we're all renting it. But that's
Uh,
just me.
Here's another thing I want to tell you guys. Did you know Jewish kids get bullied? So white kids bully Jewish kids. They'll take like quarters and start throwing quarters at them and tell them to pick that up, Jew boy, or shit and shit like that. That's how they bully
Where
Jewish
do you
kids.
find this stuff at? Where do you find this stuff at?
I've heard that from multiple Jewish people on the internet. They got bullied like that as a kid. Because you know how white kids are with their how they bully about like race and stuff. That's how they bully Jewish kids.
No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Ultimately, I
Pick
do
this up,
agree
you
with the
dirty Jew.
statement
Shit like that.
because we gotta switch the topic soon. I do agree with the statement that Jewish people did such a great job historically, like as a community, that I do think Black people should take from their community, like use it as an example and apply it to our community. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that statement.
Good take.
All right. What's next? All right, so apparently weed is coming to Circle K gas stations in the US next year. The deal where Green Thumb Industries will begin in 10 stores in Florida, and this could help marijuana go more mainstream. So what do you guys think about weed coming to gas stations?
Is that like a medical thing? Like, is there going to be a doctor in there, or can kids just go steal all the weed they have?
That's kind of the same thing I was about to ask.
Well, let's read a little bit more. Green Thumb Industries Inc., one of the largest U.S. cannabis producers, signed a deal with Circle K, the global convenience store chain, to sell licensed marijuana in its Florida gasoline retailers. The partnership will begin next year. The partnership will begin next year with 10 of the company's 600 locations in the state, Green Thumb said. The deal is rare given that legal marijuana has been so far sold only in standalone dispensaries in the U.S. within pharmacies in the countries such as Uruguay and Germany, by selling marijuana, which is still illegal at a federal level.
Yeah. So look at that. It's going to be, if you go to the last two sentences, it'll tell you, because Florida is one of several states where cannabis can be legally sold only for medical use. Purchases are restricted to Floridians who have medical marijuana cards. Currently, that's around 700,000 people. So that don't really answer the question of is there going to be unless you can go further.
The first sentence says that the stores have a separate entrance from the gas station, so it'll be somewhere else. It's cool with me.
The store, the Green Thumb store?
You know how they used to have those gas stations with Subways in them?
Oh, gotcha.
I'm thinking something like that.
Okay, we're good. That makes sense, I guess.
What do you guys think of this? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Does it matter?
I think it's just the next step.
As long as those badass kids can get it, no PTA mom's gonna be upset about it. So
those baby kids are gonna get it.
Or no disrespect, but the Florida man.
Florida man stole 500 pounds of marijuana from Circle K.
Like, how? Dog? How did you do it?
I can't wait to hear that headline. That's gonna be next level. Episode 80 something, 900 something will have it. That's fun.
By the time they apply it, it's cool. All right. Yeah. So before we start this, I want to say this for Black History Month. Rob said every month is Black History Month, so we can just leave it at that. That's for the intro. But this is for now.
It was Martin, Malcolm, Huey, Alvin, Marcus, Richard, Jesse, Adam, Gordon, James, Philip, Nat. Showed them not to play with us. Duke, Langston, Thurgood, Robert, Hank, Jesse, Jackie, Muhammad, Paul, Stokely, Mega, Webb. About 3 Benjamins, a good 2 Freds. Women like Harriet, Rosa, Ida, Shirley, Sojourner, Madam, Maya, Ella, and Retta. Even baby Ruby was down here applying pressure. John, Booker, Sid, George, you nuts if you don't know who he is. But y'all, Charles, Roy, Carter, Cease just for drinking them white folks' water. King and Queens, yes, for real. And to the ones that we lost, like Emmett Till and all loads of hair, we gonna continue to hold it down. Say it loud, Black, and I'm proud. It was Martin, Malcolm, Huey.
Wow. I feel like I need to hear that every morning when I wake up.
Is that what now?
I feel like I need to hear that every morning when I wake up.
That was nice.
I just want to. I think we should play it again during Black History Month, because I think people should never forget that they do have Black people got a lot of heroes in our history. We just gotta go back and look at them. And these are, I'm leaving it at that.
Black Americans, you guys have
Yeah,
people to look up to?
I was about to say these are all Black Americans, if I'm right,
Yeah.
or at least effective America. Let's just put it like that.
Black continental America.
Yeah.
That was nice. He did great.
The only
think
thing I
he
will
did.
say is Boyce Watkins be trying to hold black people down. He held Tyler back.
I have no opinion.
But that was dope. All right. Who put this in?
This
here?
was just fucking crazy. Good. I want to know. First off, I
We're
don't
gonna wrap on
think
this.
any one of us would be in this scenario. But how? What do you do in this scenario? What do you do?
Rabbit punches.
He's just
Yeah.
trying to play with you. He's just trying to play.
Play dog? He trying to play? That's what he's.
Yeah,
That's what he's.
LA.
trying to
He's
do?
not Khabib, bro. He'll get fucked up by a bear. He did hit him with those
wild
rabbit punches,
bear.
though. How do you feel about those rabbit punches?
Bruh. He was just trying to give you a hug and play, man. That was a baby.
So I have a question for y'all. What animal you think will win in a fight? A bear or a gorilla?
Does the gorilla have like sticks around or like trees or anything?
Nah, like straight combat.
Just
all
they gotta
hands.
throw dukes.
Yeah. Put them in
I would say the bear solely because it has claws.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
if,
don't
a,
think-
if a gorilla has like a branch or like something and can throw things or use tools, hell yeah, it's with it.
I'm picking a gorilla.
If
I think no, definitely it's gorilla. Bears ain't fucking with gorillas. Like, I think a bear would know to run away from a gorilla.
why is that?
There is bears, bro. Yeah, gorillas are humongous.
You know how fucking big a bear is?
I know bears are really big, really big.
And really
But-
strong too.
Like,
Jesus.
no. This not no.
So
Bears,
LA. So LA, you're saying bear, and Darren, you're saying gorilla.
100%. Gorilla is just too big. Like
What's your plan of attack?
A bear wouldn't even know where to start to attack a gorilla.
it don't matter. It got claws and gonna rip that shit apart.
No, bro. Like, nah, bro. Because the second he goes to bite, that gorilla bites him, it's over. It's over.
If the bear bites first, the bear might win.
If the bear bites first, he's not, bro. I'm telling you, he's not winning.
All right, so let's see what the internet says. Silverback gorillas can reach up to nearly 500 pounds, which is about half the weight of the largest grizzly bear. A bear's strength without aggression is 2 to 5 times stronger than the average human. A gorilla, however, is 4 to 9 times stronger than a human. So the bear's bigger, but the gorilla's stronger. Do you think the gorilla would be more agile?
That's what I said. If there's like trees and shit, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
I'll
I
take
don't
it
know.
raw. I'll take raw strength over because he's taking.
Because if that gorilla punched the bear one time, yeah, he might do some damage. But if that bear grabs that motherfucker and
Bro, you
rips-
gotta also remember if the gorilla gets his hands on the bear, like it's over. Like,
look how cute the bear is. He's a little guy.
The gorilla is way more aggressive. The gorilla is way stronger. The bear has a bigger biting force.
okay, I was.
The gorilla does have more energy,
But the bear's faster, probably, huh?
and the bear's way more intelligent, actually.
I disagree with that. Gorilla's got me.
I don't know, man.
To me, that's just a close fight because stupid can still win.
Hey, all I'm saying is it's the claws for me. If you said like a gorilla and I don't know, an orangutan, I'm gorilla all day. Like, that motherfucker's gonna knock some shit out. But if you're telling me, or if you say like bear versus, I don't know, what's another big ass animal?
A whale.
Nah, it's got to be an earth animal. Like
Bears
land.
really fuck up a lot of animals.
I don't know, grizzly bear versus
Tiger, lion.
Bear.
yeah versus a tiger. That's gonna be close. I don't know, man. I feel like the tiger might win in the end, but that bear is big as fuck. Like I don't know.
All right. I got breaking news before we go. Apparently, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets made a trade. The Jaguars are sending James Robinson to the Jets
To the Jets.
for picks. You heard me right, Darren.
To the
James-
Jets. You said the Giants earlier. You said the Giants made a trade.
I said the Jets.
Yeah, it was positive. He said the Giants before. But okay. That makes sense.
Well,
That makes sense.
thank you guys for watching another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This was episode 89 of the Purple Pill Podcast. Make sure you guys let us know your scripts down below for your racist superhero movie.
No, don't
and
do
we'll
that.
see you next week.
Don't
Peace
do
out.
that. Peace.